Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Mack. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd down now. It's Mack. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Down to the 25. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Play action. Now Wilson. Quick slant to Hamler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start the drive with Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a first down carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On second down, it's Williams. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And out across midfield down to the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wilson on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
You know they pay me.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Welcome back now to Denver. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Mike.
Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. To throw again is Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 24, check 24.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's going to return it to
to the 21-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out.
And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now is Wilson. Out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And some room to work. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe it.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Try to lay one up deep. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That's right, baby. It's all
And this is going to be
me.
returned from the...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not in the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.